Hi everybody, Leah here with your August 2026 reading. August is the month for I am ready for what's next. It is an exciting month. I feel like you are really you've achieved a lot in July, and I'm actually doing this recording early in July. I'm doing some nursing training this month and I'll be away in August for the practical component. So I'm doing this reading a little earlier than usual. But I'm excited to do this reading because I've been doing a lot of the second half of the year card readings, and for a lot of people, August is showing something really significant, some significant sort of upheaval or change. So I'm curious to see what is going to come out in this reading today. But for you, with this month's energy, it's like you've achieved a lot and now it's all right, what is next? What am I planning? Where do I want to go from here? You're clearing any blocks that you are still holding on to, looking at what they are and then going, yeah, right. Finally, making a decision. Let's get rid of those. It's time to move on. If you need to book a session with me, leahloyd.com. Tapping is brilliant for clearing those blocks. Or if you don't know what they are, it's like, I'm stuck in this part of my life, or I just, I want to do this, but I don't take the steps I need to do it. I don't know why. Tapping can get to the bottom of that and clear it very, very easily. We do those in person or we can do it over Zoom, but certainly book in for a tapping session if that sounds like you, because it really, really does help. The essential oil for August is Cassia, which is the oil of self-assurance. So this just supports you to really be confident in yourself, in your abilities, to stand your ground, to know what you want, to go after it. Now, the only thing I will say is if you are using Cassia, it is a very hot oil, so please, find out how to use that safely if you're going to use it. Alrighty, so the healing card from my deck of healing cards is the card of freedom. I love that. It's what's next. It's like, I feel like in July you've probably gotten rid of a lot, and then in August it's like, yeah, right. It's like this, I'm using that energy to my advantage. I'm going to see what I need to do because I want freedom. So I feel like for some of you, I feel like you're making financial, budgets, you're paying stuff off. You might be purchasing a house. You might be leaving a relationship that doesn't work for you. You might be entering a beautiful new relationship. But it's like, August feels significant. And so use that energy wisely. I just want one card from this deck and it's not giving me any at all. No. There we go. We have one. Okay, it's the card of letting go. Speaks for itself. Alrighty. So let's choose 3 numerology cards and I will read these at the end. So pick your card 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4. And we'll read those when we get to the end. Alrighty, so we're choosing 3 cards for each week of August. Now, I will read these in the way they feel like they resonate for me. But when this might have entirely different meanings for you. You might look at it and just go, actually, no, that means this whole other thing for me. Please always listen to your own guidance. And obviously, it's a collective reading. So it's not personal for everyone, although I always find it really interesting that I quite often get messages from people saying, my goodness, it was like that reading was for me. But yeah, just pay attention to what it means for you, what comes up for you, because you should always trust your own instincts. We have 3 sword cards in the first week, so that's interesting. I don't often have nearly all the same, not in the first week, sorry, for 3 of the weeks from the first deck. That's what I'm trying to say. I hope you can't hear that scraping. That is my very big puppy learning to be a clinic dog. He hasn't quite figured it out yet, the best way to behave. All right, so the first week of August, we have 5 of Swords, we have the Knight of Wands, and you have the Star card. I love this. It's like You are really making good decisions for yourself. You're looking at your life and going, yep, this has to go. This doesn't work for me anymore. There is no benefit in this for me. But this doesn't feel heavy or bad at all. This is like you're really getting strong, and it's like you're, a force of nature. It's like, yeah, I'm doing this. So whatever it is you decide you're going to change and go and do, this feels really, really good. With the star card there, I feel like you're setting dreams, you're setting goals, you are connecting to your intuition, you are really aligned. This feels really, really great. Second week of August, we have the Two of Swords, you have the Fool card, and we have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. So you're definitely starting something new. You're believing in yourself. With the Fool there, this is you just going, you're almost throwing caution to the wind a little bit. With that Two of Swords card there, I feel like you could be overthinking somewhat. You could be overthinking it a little bit, and it's like there's two options. You might need to find some compromise here. You might need to go, okay, well, this isn't, this is how exactly I want every single bit to be. That's not really happening. Maybe I can, shift some of those bits around because the main part of what I want is this, and I can have that. So I feel like you're really looking at things and making some really good decisions here and changing things. You may call in some help here. You may be teaming up with some other people in the second week of August. It's like some heads coming together and going, okay, what's the best way forward? So it might be that, if this is a business thing, it might be that you are getting an accountant in. If you're trying to make a budget, you might be looking at a financial advisor. It might be that you are joining a group. You're studying that, it's a class of people. There's a teacher and there's other people that you're all putting your heads together and going, yep, okay, and you're figuring this out. So I really feel like with that Two of Swords there, I feel like it will feel like a little bit of a, not so much an obstacle, but just something that has to shift. But with the Fool there, you're figuring it out. And I think someone is going to come and help you with that. I feel like it's other heads are there to help. The third week of August, we have the King of Cups, we have the Five of Wands, and you have the Magician. So again, you've got these alternate sort of cards that don't really feel like they fit, but I feel like in August they do, because I feel like there is going to be this upheaval in August and something has to really shift. It's like you're really being pushed to make these big changes that perhaps you have been not wanting to make, or just haven't felt like you've had the energy or the resources to make them. But it's like in August, like, no, you're doing this, come on, let's get cracking here. So if you feel like there's sort of this spiritual push in August, there really is. So listen to it and kind of do what you're told a little bit with that, because if you don't follow that guidance, you'll see things happen in your life that kind of pushes you in that direction anyway. So it's much better to do it willingly. But again, this is a card, it's you learning to trust. It is recognizing that, yes, there is a lot to be done. There's heaps happening, but you are more than capable of doing all of this. And you're following your, the things that make you feel good, the things that make you happy. It's like there's, whatever is next for you. It's like, no, I want to be happy. I want to be fulfilled. And you're going after it. Now, with the Five of Wands, there could be people there who don't entirely, aren't on the same page as you with this. I just want to get another card for that to get a bit more information. And that's okay. People don't need to understand your dream or believe in it, as long as you do. But you do have the Magician card there. Yeah, okay. So we've got the Magician card. So it's, you really do have the ability to make this work for you and to make everything come to fruition. Now from that deck, we have the New Beginnings and the Retreat card. I feel like you might need to withdraw from some people in your life in the third week of August if they're just not on the same page, if they're not on board with what you're trying to do, they're bringing you down. And unfortunately, you do see that a lot, because it can be very hard for people when they are very content with the way things are, but you want to change things up. That can not work well sometimes for people. So it might just be that you have to withdraw a little bit from some people in your life in order to really get this off the ground and follow your new beginning and follow your path. But remember, you are the magician. You have the power to make things work. Stay positive. Address any of that old crap that keeps coming up that is stopping you from moving forward. And I feel like some of that could come from these people you need to withdraw from. You're allowed to be happy. You are allowed to chase your dreams. And having said that, the other people in your life are also allowed to do that. So if you find yourself on the other side of this, that you might be that person who's sort of keeping someone else a bit stuck, have a look at that too and go, what is it there? What is stopping me from getting on board with this? Is it fear? Is it, it seems like a lot of effort. What is it? And then work through that and address that. Last week of August, we have the Page of Swords, we have the Judgment card, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, okay. So something's really, really shifting in August. There is something, but this is it's going to be, you're really getting on your life path, your life purpose. It's like there's this real intention of, right, let's get serious now. It's sort of, perhaps the first half of the year we've sort of been flowing through, getting things done, but, it's almost like, all right, August. And quite often we do that. When we get to the middle of the year, we really reassess and go, okay, well, what were our goals at the start of the year? Where are we at with that? I feel like in August, like, right, I've really got to buckle down because we're sort of heading out into the end of the year. And there is a lot I want to achieve. So let's make it happen. Now, keeping in mind, you have the authority to change anything you want and to follow your dreams or to stay exactly where you are. It's entirely up to you. But the energy is working for you to help you to shift now and to make this good change. So really embrace it if you can. Now with that Judgment card there, I feel like there's just something is calling to you and it's like, I just can't ignore this anymore. I need to take action on this. I need to move forward. It feels really good. Now, there will be some challenges as part of this. I don't feel like it's just going to be this complete breeze flow through. There will be ups and downs, but we need those because they help you to refine your goals and look at your actions and go, okay, well, yep, this works, but actually, no, that doesn't really. So sometimes if there's roadblocks, don't just go, well, there's roadblocks, I can't do this. Just go, okay, well, why is there a roadblock? What is it? Where is it pushing me? Where do I need to go to get around it? And then you might find you're on this entirely better path as a result. So really trust in that. But the Wheel of Fortune card is there. Change is definitely afoot, but this is good change. It feels really nice. So bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant, we have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, you're coming into your own. You're committing to yourself, to your life. You're looking for that meaning in life, that purpose, and you're looking at the best ways to do that. I don't feel like this is a set in stone thing. If you remain a little bit fluid and be open to the possibilities. I always talk about Ted Lasso where he says to be curious. I think it is such great life advice. But, if you're curious, then things will pop up and you'll be, okay, well, maybe that could work for me. So things that you hadn't even considered before, possibilities that were never on your radar, all of a sudden they're there for the taking. So be curious, be a little bit fluid, just see where things take you. If there's a block, what do you need to do to change that? Now, I feel like there will be information coming through in August. Things are going to reveal themselves to you in order to follow your dreams and to follow these paths. So again, be curious, do some research, just, read books, get on YouTube and look up whatever it is, the topic that this is on, or, just see what information sort of comes through to you that resonates or that doesn't. But with that King of Pentacles as the final card, I feel you are coming into your own. You are going to be stronger than ever. This feels really, really nice. And I'm so relieved because with some of the readings I've been doing with August, like these big changes, big upheavals, oh God, what is this reading going to be like? But actually this feels really, really good. So whatever is happening in the world, externally around us or, internally, trust in the process that this is all happening for a reason because we've got to get to somewhere better. Alrighty. The numerology cards. Card number 171 is a card of health. So if you chose card number 1, there may be some health issues that you need to address. That could be, part of this putting things off and not addressing things. It could be that perhaps there's been some niggling pain or something you haven't, you're just like, oh yeah, I'll go and see the doctor, or, you could have a sore tooth or whatever. So if there's any health issues that you've sort of been ignoring, definitely address those in August. Go and get them seen to. If it might just be having a bit of a health overhaul. Am I right? Okay, you know, one of my goals for this year was to get in better shape, or it was to run 5K, or it was to do whatever. It might be that you're going, okay, I need to get serious about my diet and I need to exercise more, or you know, there's this new health modality I want to try. It's time to do it. Just take that as a sign. The second card is love partnership, number 26. So I do feel like this could be, you know, I did feel like there was some leaving of relationships and starting new relationships here. The fact that it actually specifically says love partnership, because, you know, obviously partnerships can also be career and things like that. But I feel like, so for some of you, if you've chosen this card, it could be that there is a new relationship coming in. For others, I feel like you are improving your love relationship. You are you're getting on the same page. You're doing some of this work together and okay, well, we're not on the same page, so what's happening here? And have a really good, honest conversation. Go, okay, well, yeah, I've got some fear around this. The other person can be, oh my God, that was never going to be a problem. So it's having those honest conversations so that you're on the same page, and through that you grow together and you make your relationship even stronger. Card number 3 is 77, and it is the card of spirituality. I really feel like for some of you, this is a big spiritual up level, that it's something you've been working towards. It's like, yeah, I'm here, it's happening, I'm finally doing this, and you're really in alignment. You're just so committed to you and what you want to achieve, and that feels really, really nice. And if you chose card number 4, it's 93. It is the happy ending card. And so it's like this chapter, this cycle that is finishing. And with that Wheel of Fortune, we're moving on. It's sort of, to me, it feels as though, yeah, something is coming to its conclusion in August, and you're ready for what is next. It is the theme of the month. It makes perfect sense. So I really hope that helps. Thank you for being here. If this resonates for you, please share it. Please tell your friends. Please help me to get some likes and get these messages out there, because it makes it you know, worthwhile doing. So thank you. I will see you next month. Bye. Miles. Poppy. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on. Oh, you've had a lot of fun, haven't you? Yeah, good fun. We're missing a pillow. Where's my... Oh, there's the pillow. Goodness gracious. Oh, there's the box. That's wrecked. Won't be getting that back. You had a good time up here? You're not a very good clinic, Poppy. No, you're not. You're beautiful, though, and we love you.